Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 9. This is episode 21, and last episode we worked through getting through the HV age, and if you look at the quest book here, we made it to EV. We completed all of HV, we did all the circuits, we also did a clean room, but as you can see between episodes, I have expanded the clean room a little bit. This plascrete making took a lot of time. The LV machines have been slowly getting converted to MV and HV. As you can see, we do have two coils. I don't know if I showed this or not, but we do have two full EBFs sharing walls. You can do this, by the way. I was trying to share energy hatches, but you can't do that. But you can share, I believe, output buses. The outputs you can share, but the inputs have to be different is the one thing. So I'm sharing an output bus for the item output, but I'm not sharing the whatchamacallit. I could also share the output hatch for the output of the fluid if I really want to, because that's not what I'm doing right now. What I'm going to do is set the third one up, and this is going to be for non-circuit recipes, because some recipes, like if we look at the bool, if you look at phosphorus bool, am I spelling it wrong? How do you spell it? Did I not spell it correctly? What? Phosphorus bool. Oh, I did. It was behind my recording counter, so I couldn't see it, sorry. But yeah, this is a non-circuit recipe, but if we don't have if we do have a circuit, for example, in the EPF, then instead of making this stuff, it'll actually make two of this stuff. And yeah, we don't want that. We actually want to make, let's say, the phosphorus stuff, or some other kind of pools that we want to make for all of our circuits. But yeah, we went through all of this. I should make probably two HV laser engravers, probably. I should also start making the advanced assembler, because I don't have this, right? We can make it. I should probably start crafting it while I'm talking and all I'm talking. One sec. Also, the laser engraver, right? Let's get two of the HV ones. I believe I should have everything. I was missing a bit of chromium. I am still missing a bit of chromium. Okay, let's quickly set that up, because I do have, as you can see, some of the ore processing dust in my hand. So I did set up this whole, oh my goodness, lag frame. this happens from time to time. I need to fix it again. I should do lag busting again. I did fix a lot of the issues, but I didn't fix all of them, so I will do that again. But basically I was going to do a whole complex setup, and what I've decided on is just having 3 macerators, and then 3 thermal centrifuges, and then 3 macerators again. It's the most simple setup for ore processing. If you see in the ore processing diagram, pretty much everything can be done through this, and pretty much everything you need can be done through this. There is certain recipes that you can get better by a chemical bath. For example, a rutile dust, you can actually get it better by a sodium persulfate chemical bath and then macerating it again. Instead of doing that, you can also just give it ilmenite, and then it'll just do this regular process, and then you get rutile. The thing is, when you have infinite ores, basically you don't really care about this stuff, right? You just have like one big setup. Instead of having a one complex setup of doing like ore processing, instead of having multiply complex diluted like setups of doing ore processing, it's better to just have one process that you can do multiple ores on, and just spam ores, basically just put all your ores through. I am not doing that right now. If you see here, I'm actually have a very interesting setup here. I have a puller module, and if you check here, it has an augment with a filter round robin augment. So I'm pulling up these specific ores with a filter round robin augment. So what that does, it will pull each one of these ores one at a time. It will round robin through, and it does it in order. It will not go forward in the order of pulling it until it's done with the previous one. So it's going to send all of these to the macerators, right? Once that slot is empty, it's going to send in the next one. This way, I don't have to process all of these, but I can still start processing each one of them one at a time, so I still get all the resources I need eventually, but I don't need to like process. You understand what I mean? Like I don't have to process like 12,000 of one of these and then do 12,000 of them again. I can just do each ore one at a time, so I get all the resources that I need. So yeah, this is what I was looking at. I'm producing neodymium, I'm producing vanadium, I'm producing molybdenum, I'm producing palladium. I did remove the molybdenum right now because I don't need it right now. I need it in LUV, I believe, right? If you look here, there should the quest. Yeah, it is. This is an LUV quest. This is when we're going from IV to LUV. So we don't need that stuff right now. The most important stuff is our basics, gallium and arsenic. Those two are basics for all of the circuits. We might need sodium and potassium for some chemical bath stuff, for some other chemical stuff. But yeah, manganese is very basic. We need a lot of this stuff for stainless steel. It's used all throughout HV. It's very important. So we need a lot of this stuff. Tantalum is something we're going to need for all of the capacitors and everything. If you look at the assembler recipes over here, it's going to be used for capacitors and all of the new circuits that we're going to use. So if you look here at our EVH, we're going to use the tantalum dust for all of our diodes and inductors and capacitors and all this stuff. So yeah, we should probably start working on these stuff, the diodes, inductors, capacitors, resistors, and the transistors, so we can work towards getting the microprocessor mainframe. Now you don't actually need it, by the way. Actually, if you look at the recipe, they can actually use the default inductors, the same ones that we use for HV. Sorry, not HV, EV. But the thing is, even if we get the IV circuit, we can't actually do anything with it because it says, did you complete all the other quests in this chapter already? It says this because you can unlock this recipe right now and you can just make it, but you can't really do anything in IV. I can get into IV, but there's a whole bunch of like infrastructure that we need to do basically anything here. Like I can basically not do much. I can do this wafer stuff right now, but that's what I mean. I can't really do much in in IV. So all EV is all about basically setting up infrastructure to moving on to the future projects, because IV is all about multi-blocks, GregTech multi-blocks, because IV circuits, if you check here, they're used in a lot of these large machines, multi-block machines. For example, the extraction machine, the large chemical bath, the large fractionating distillery, basically all kinds of these multi-blocks. They're used in all of these multi-blocks, these last tier ones. And a good part about multi-blocks is that they're really fast. They're insanely fast multi-blocks. But this is the stage where GregTech becomes like really kind of broken, because you progress really fast, in the sense that you process all your materials really fast. You don't have any waiting time. All the waiting time is basically dependent on you, the player, because because this is a kitchen sink pack, right? We don't really have much resource collection to do. We have been running chunk destroyers throughout this whole series, so we don't really care much about. Why is this not running? Are you not running? Is the question. Interesting. None of these are running. I wonder why. Isn't this redstone mode high? Shouldn't this work? Interesting. Really surprised as to what is happening here. Why? What? Did you run out of one of the things that you wanted? I don't think so. That's really weird. Also, scheelite is one thing we need to process. I believe I added it, right? Yeah, scheelite. Yep. Because we need this for calcium. We're gonna get calcium from this stuff. I I don't know why this is happening. Should I put speed upgrades? The reason I didn't put speed upgrades before because I purposefully wanted this to be slow. Interesting. It's not even pulling it in. Pulsed. Always low. What? Game, please. Why you not work? Do you work now? Hello? Pyrolusite, illuminite, bauxite, neodymium. Interesting. Maybe you ran out of a certain... I don't think you did. Why is this happening? What is happening? I don't get it. What? It was literally working before. And now it's not working anymore. That's so weird. Why is that? I wonder why. This is so weird. See, it's not pulling anything. That is really weird. I'm not sure. This might not work then. Okay. I'll think about it later. I'll think about it. But basically, we need to also set up recipes for all these because these are not the final products of the dust that we actually need. For example, this vanadium magnetite dust, I'm going to import it, but I'm going to put it through a separate process. I feel like setting up recipes is better. I was going to do a specific process for each step, like electrolyzing, centrifuging. But some of these are slightly bit more complicated. Like this one, it's fine, right, for rutile, and this one too. But this one needs a carbon dust in an EBF to get rutile. So that is interesting. Also, this takes ridiculously long because it's an EBF recipe. But yeah, for some of these recipes, we'll have to think about how we want to do that. But yeah, so this is what I've been doing mainly, just thinking about ore processing, setting up ore processing. But we can also finish vanadium, please. There you go. That is a centrifuging recipe. This is an electrolyzer recipe. Give me rutile, please. And this is a chromium recipe for electrolysis. There we go. Cool. And you are the electrolyzer. You take electrolyzing recipes, you take centrifuging recipes, and there we go. We just need to set up the... Oh, I forgot to show you how I'm actually doing the import and output. I'll actually... let me set up the imports for importing them to my system first. Game, please. Let's do this. And then... let me also set up the recipe for the EBF. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use the EBF recipe, but you know, might as well. Just in case we ran out of the bauxite stuff for using this stuff. So let's just search for blast furnace. Yeah, I also named them customly, so I can do this. Cool. So we can actually request rutile now. So if we do rutile, I did get some beforehand, but we should be able to request, and this is using the bauxite recipe because we do have more bauxite. Cool. Right. Let's finish up EV. The distillation tower, I think I'm going to do next episode. This is a whole process. Also, I think we need a lot of stainless steel for this stuff. Not really, actually. Huh, interesting. I thought we need a lot of stainless steel. We barely need anything. This is MV. Wow. Oh, it's the distillation tower that actually needs stainless steel, I believe. And we don't have that much stainless steel. It's not that bad, to be honest. Oh, it's the hull, right? This is 8. This is 1, so 9. 9 for 1, right? 9 ingots for 1. And then from the pumps, we need this stuff. For the pipes and stuff. Yeah, it's a whole process. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. It's okay. We do have rutile. We can set up the recipes for titanium. So we have rutile, right? We can put it in. Ooh, interesting. Interesting recipes. Oh, it's a chemical reactor recipe. Interesting. We want a primary product of titanium tetrachloride. This is the only way of getting titanium right now. We need to do a chemical recipe. Does this require a circuit? It does not. Cool. Very cool. Also, we can then convert this to hot titanium in an EBF. What is this? Is this iron dust? Hello, game, please. No, it's magnesium dust. We do have some magnesium. We are getting some, but we're not getting a whole lot, to be honest. So that's something also I need to think about. Can I see ore processing diagram, please? What are we getting it from? We are getting it from asbestos. We're also getting from the hematite stuff. That's the good stuff. We get calcium and we get magnesium. It's a really good ore, actually. Also from chromite. Interesting. Yeah, also from chromite. Nice. Yeah, a lot of these ores serve as a nice. This is why it's nice, because right, this is not GTNH. I'm not limited by ores. I have all of the ores. Right, like I can just process. I can just think about the good ores, and I can just process the ones that the ones that are good. Okay, where is my chemical reactor? Oh, it's these ones, right? Yep. I set up parallel processing for these, and this should be an EBF recipe. Yep. Let's request titanium tetrachloride. Cool. Hello, game, please. Cool. So yeah, very nice. I think there's also like a. Oh, I'm using gas tiers, I think, for getting the the chlorine, I believe. But we'll change that eventually, I think. No, we're not using that for chlorine. What are we using gas tiers for in the recipe? I don't remember actually. Carbon monoxide, chlorine, hydrogen. Is it salt water? I'm not sure actually. What am I using the gas tiers for in this recipe? Maybe it's carbon monoxide. I don't know. I have no clue. I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue. I don't remember. But yeah, now that we are getting now that we do have a recipe for chromium, it should be much easier for getting the chromium dust from all this chromite. Oh, also we can request the laser engravers for our HV stuff. We will need to set up HV machines for all the phosphorus stuff, so might as well. We'll need, I believe, 12 of these in total eventually. But right now I think we can deal with at least 2 for our basic stuff. And yeah, this is why it's so good. This stuff gives you 32 per, right? And this is 1, right? This gives you 32 per. And then even after that, when you're making all the circuits, the engraving stuff. Oh, that's 1 to 1. Oh, when you're making the lower tier circuits, you get 4 of them. When you're making the equivalent tier circuit, you get only 1 of them. Interesting, right? Like this stuff. That's really interesting. So we'll probably have to remove the wafer recipes eventually and replace them with higher tier wafers every time you're going up the bool tier, the bools tier. If we check wafer, this is all the bools tier. So silicon, then phosphorus doping, then naquita doped, and then finally neutronium doped. Yeah, those are all the tiers of this stuff. Nice. Okay, cool. So next up, oh, this stuff, right? Let's do that stuff. Let's go down to our main terminals. Hello, game, please. Don't do this to me. Let's make up all the recipes. Do these need circuits? No. Very cool. They only need platinum wire. If this was any other mod pack, it would be hard, but it's not. So we don't really care. We do the double wire mill recipe for this stuff. And yeah, that's cool. Okay, so SMD diodes. Do these all need? Oh no, some of these need cupronickel. Oh, tantalum. What about the other one? Did he not need tantalum? This one does not need tantalum. This one needs only gallium arsenide. I don't. Do we really need? Ooh, interesting. We can make the basic circuits again using this stuff. Okay, cool. Whatever. This is a assembler recipe. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna put a hello game, please, please, please. This is the life of playing on a potato, guys. I can't. Also, this extended pattern provider is way more laggier than the regular one for some reason, for whatever reason. It gets really annoying, unfortunately. Okay, cool. What was I doing? What was I doing? Right, inductors. Let's do this one. Not this one. This one. Tantalum wires. Also need to set up the recipe for tantalum wires. Let's do the double wire mill recipe. Interesting. Let's do the recipe for our tantalum ingot. Right? So then it's easier. Is it just melting recipe? Yeah. I'm gonna put this first so that it doesn't get confused. Like, it's so gosh darn annoying, dude. I just want to remove chemlib. Like, I know there's so many cheaty recipes for GregTech, especially with chemlib. Every time it uses the chemlib one, like, why does GregTech? Is there a priority system? Like, I would like to know if there's a priority system for like what gets pulled into from JEI into AE2. I would really like to know if there is. Then I would like to like pull up the GregTech stuff above chemlib. Like, I feel like it should be an easy fix, and I don't know how to fix it. Every time I'm just like trying to, like it's just so annoying, dude. It's just genuinely so annoying. Unobtainium furnace. You go over here. Cool. So now, now you should not. I repeat, um, give me the other tantalum stuff. Okay. It is interesting that it does not give me any other tantalum ingot. Nice. See, because we have a crafting recipe for it, it's going to use the one that we already have a recipe for. Cool. Okay. We already are getting a lot of this tantalum stuff. We can also... Did I set up a recipe? I did, right? From the tantalite dust. That is an electrolysis recipe, I believe, from the tantalite dust. Nice. Also, we get it from tantalite, from processing tantalite. Which is really nice, dude. Dude, this is my ore processing. Oh, so satisfying, and we're getting chromite as. Dude, this is so nice. I will have to like fix my the modular router though, the one that's actually feeding it, because that's not working right now. I will think about it later. I'll fix it later. I'll fix it later. Uh, I'll fix it later. I'll fix it later. Okay. Oh, I also wanted to set up a recipe for this because this is so useful. I wanted to show you this actually. I'm actually using this in my stuff. Um, I'm getting so distracted. Let's just finish this. Okay. What am I using here? Aluminium, tantalum. I'm probably using tantalum, right? This stuff. Aluminium, polyvinyl chloride, tantalum, and polyvinyl. Do I have poly? I don't think I have polyvinyl chloride. What am I using then? Interesting. Game, please. Game, please. Thin silicone rubber. I don't have silicone rubber either. Poly PV. That's PVC. I don't have PVC set up yet. Do I need to wait for this? But in the quest book it said just make it. Like, I'm assuming it wants me to make the PVC recipe. Interesting, because PVC we shouldn't be able to get until we do Um, oh, what finished? I forgot to see. Did I get the assembler? Oh, it's the chloride. There you go. Cool. Okay, titanium chloride. Let's also set up the recipe for a hot titanium. Oh, we do need the vacuum freezer. That's what I wanted to do today. Get out the vacuum freezer. This stuff. Oh, I thought this needed stainless steel as well. It does not. That's really good. Um, nice. Okay. Do I need anything else for setting up the vacuum freezer? Oh, I got a lot of chlorine. That's really nice. Okay. So, next up, we need to work on actually getting the vacuum freezer. Also, I'm getting chromium, so I need to start up also smelting more of the nichrome. So while all that's happening, I need to set up that. You have 51. 20? How many coils do I need for this stuff? Can I do like a ridiculous number? Nichrome ingot. Oh yeah. Uh, I set up 100, right? So I did. I know I did. So so okay. Let's do 156. So we have 32 coils. But we need 10 extra. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 10 plus. Oh my god, my math is really bad. Okay, so I need 10 plus 16 coils for upgrading my EBF, right? So how many do I need? Times 8. I need 208. So 100. I already ordered 100. Let's order 108. So we get 208 for 2 coils. Cool. Chromium 22. Nice. Okay. Also, give me my laser engravers finally. Oh, did I already request it? I did. Okay. Cool. These two should finish up. I also need to set up a recipe for the vacuum freezer. I don't think I did. Vacuum. Oh no, I did. Cool. Can you make me one then? You can. Cool. Do you need hot silicon? Okay. You have the circuits, HV circuits, microprocessor stuff. Okay. Make it. Very nice. Okay. So we're making some progress, good progress. I also want to check how many do we just need this frames for the multi-block of the vacuum freezer. So we need 18 of this stuff, right? And then we just have regular buses and stuff. Muffler hatch, IV. Does it need to be IV? Really? And does this need to? I don't know if it needs to have the auto maintenance hatch. I'm not sure about that. Cause it does need this stuff. HV robot arm. Yeah. That's a whole process. Oh my god. Oh, I know there's a bug like where every time you're searching in the system itself, there's a whole like lag. But like if I'm searching within here, you see there's like my frames are so much better. But if I'm searching within the system, it's actually searching within the system whether I have the items to like actually drag it in. So that's why this feels laggy. As you can see, my frames are so bad right now. But like every time if I'm doing it within my inventory itself, you can see that my frames are so much better. It's so smooth. Okay, so I've been here in my circuit assembler for some quietness because my machines are really loud. Even right up here, I can hear them too much. I've been here just for a little bit of silence. I did craft up a bunch of the EV machines, the cutter, mixer, assembler, and stuff. Uh, we don't need this anymore, but it took some time. We also worked through all of this. As you saw through, we also got the vacuum freezer for getting the nichrome. We upgraded both the EBFs to nichrome. If we come over here, and not only that, we oh my god. Okay, wait. I'm gonna little bit down. Okay, too much noise. I need a little bit of silence, just a little bit. Okay, so yeah, I have a triple array setup here. This last one is just for non-circuit recipes or for like manual stuff that I want to do on my own. But it is cool that I have a whole array of nichrome right here. My ore processing has been at work. The reason why it wasn't working before was because this round robin thing, if it does not have one of them in the list, it just stops. So it will do the filter round robin in exactly the order and will not skip a single one of them. So if you run out of one of these, it will just stop, which is a problem with that. Also, that's the reason why I was doing all of that. The EV stuff. If we come over here, we have 4 EV machines. Took so much time. I mean, I had to do all of the tungsten steel and everything. This whole process. Also the titanium. I don't have the titanium quests. I probably should work. Oh, there you go. I have put them up with a requester so we don't get and stuff. But yeah, in EV, if we come here, the only thing we're left with is the distillation tower. Oil processing is going to be a huge complex process, and that is something I want to leave for later on. And if you come over here, yeah, this whole process took me 3 hours. I'm not joking. Just laying down these blocks took me 3 hours. You know why? Because in GregTech, you must make sure that all of your multi-blocks are in the same chunk. That is very important. It's not really that important in this. I mean, we are playing in a single player world with all of these chunks loaded, force loaded all the times. So with chunk loading, it does not really matter that much, but there is still a small chance that one part of your multi-block could be loaded and the other part isn't, and then it accidentally voids something. So to avoid that, just in case, we must make sure that we have that. So I will explain what I did over here later, just in a bit. First of all, I must. Let's do it. Oh god, this EBF, the EBF is the only annoying part. And the thing is, we're running two of them in parallel at all times. For stainless steel, for titanium, and it's still just not good enough. Like, it's just not good enough. Like, it's really not. Let's remove this cable before we break our whole system. Okay, cool. Is that safe to remove now? Nice. Okay. Oh, I forgot if I actually made the cables in advance or not. If we look, aluminum cables, game, please. Hello, game. There we go. Aluminium or aluminum cables. No, it is aluminum cables. Oh, I used so many. Oh no. And I'm gonna have to wait for these to finish. That's gonna be fun. I thought I had them prepared. I did, but then I'm pretty sure one of the recipes used it. PVC and stuff, it takes some time. Yeah, it just... Well, let's put up the energy hatches while we're at it, right? Break this one. Break this one. Also, I am sharing these two energy hatches with this one. I can't really get a way for the third one to run a separate energy hatch, really. Right? Like, think about it. How else am I supposed to do that? Right? Like, if I put it in the middle, then sharing with this, right? If I put it here, then maybe, but then, right? Like, it's just so difficult because I also want distinct input hatches and buses for these things. Like how am I supposed to manage that without some sort of interference? But yeah, this is what I thought was the best, because there's like, if I give this one higher priority, the one that I'm auto crafting with, once it stops auto crafting, right, it's um, going to stop going to start this one while I'm done with whatever autocraft I'm doing, because it's not like it's running 24/7, right? Sometimes there's downtime, and that's when I'm running these non-circuit recipes, especially for the bool, because you don't want to accidentally make this one while I've been at it. Yeah, also I figured out how the tool belt actually works. You just add them, you just add the tool pouches, the pout if we do add tool belt, it should show us. You just add the belt pouch to the belt in Anvil. That's it. I did not know how to upgrade. I actually did, but I forgot, so I had to search it up. And now I'm not using the create toolbox anymore, because also I'm using what you may call it, the I forgot. I'm using the uh, I'm using the eternal stuff. I made them all eternal with eternal Stella, so that's why. Did I not click? Oh, there we go. There is some. I think there is TPS lag again, and I need to fix it. I'm not sure what is causing this. That is connected. That is connected. That is connected. Okay, cool. Let's connect up this and final connection. Nice. And then do I just go, how do I want to do this? Hello, game, please. Game, come on, don't do this to me. Uh, right here, there we go. And yeah, this tool belt is just way more convenient, and it's way more faster to interact with as well. If you look over here, it's just much better, guys. It's so much better. There you go. Okay, so this should be able to work at IV now. If we just get a flux point, there we go. Now we just connect up to our network. Click a thing. Nice. That's working, and that should be super fast. If you come over here, let's look this up. If you click here, it just say it's IV. Nice. Oh, that's so good. That's so fast. 1, 2. Oh, TPS lag again. 2, 3. Oh, TPS lag again. Oh my god. No, this is not TPS now. That's a proper frame rate drop. Yeah, this happens sometimes. This is the life of playing on a potato, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but I can't do anything. I really can't do anything. Oh, I do have HV hatches now, which I can use for the other multi-blocks that I'm going to be using eventually, right? So that's really good. Oh, this is so nice. And we are producing stainless steel at 5 seconds. No, we're producing 2 every 5 seconds, right? That's just so good. That's so nice. If you look here, right, it says crafting 5, crafting 3, then it's going to be crafting the... Oh, this is so nice. I don't think... Yeah, titanium will also speed up. It should not take as long if we look up the titanium ingot recipe. This should also be much quicker if I can actually find the... I can't see it because my recording counter is right here. Where is the titanium game, please? At Greg. Oh my god, now it's worse. Oh, there we go. Okay. Can I click it? Game, please let me click it. Okay. Okay. Oh, I should have just searched hot titanium. Idiot. But yeah, this is the recipe we are doing, right? No, this is the recipe we're doing. 40 seconds at HV, so 20 seconds at EV, and 10 seconds at IV. That is really nice. We're not running at doubled temperature. Every time you double the temperature is when this will actually reduce. So the coil will not make a difference in the speed right now. This is a 50-second recipe. That's really long. And that is a 45-second recipe. Interesting. This is not bad as well. Interesting. Oh no, not that one. This. Yeah, that's not bad as well. Cool. So yeah, we need a lot of stainless steel for this project. If I just put this back, there we go. For this project over here, I will need so much stainless steel because I what I want to do is set up distillation towers, right? I want to set up three of these for air, so I'll need like vacuum freezers to convert the airs into liquid, and then I will need to distill it into these ones over there, there, and then I'm also using a pyrolyzer to make I'll be using it for making the charcoal byproducts, which I'll be converting into into another distillation, which will then give us wood tar, wood vinegar. So this is going to be the central distillation for the charcoal byproducts, and this is going to be for heavy oil. And the way I'm planning to get heavy oil is through centrifuging oil sands. We have so much of this ore, you just need to process some of this. You don't even need to process, I can actually just smelt the ore. I'll probably at least macerate it just to get double of what I have. But after I process that initial distillation, they will then be because the stuff you get is like they have too much sulfur, I believe. If you check here, they're all, oh, not this stuff. Heavy oil. Heavy oil, if you distill it, you get sulfuric stuff. You get sulfuric heavy fuel, sulfuric light fuel, sulfuric naphtha. Heavy fuel, if you you need to first chemical react it with hydrogen. All of them, you need to chemically react all of them with hydrogen. So we're going to put up a large chemical reactor here, for which we need PTFE. Yeah, this is, yeah, you understand? There's a whole process here. There's a whole process. There's a reason why this looks complicated, because it is. It is. So that's why I try to speed run this a bit before, because we're going to be waiting a lot on this stuff. I might even get the ivy hatch before I'm working towards getting all the stainless steel. I mean, the stainless steel is working in the background, so I'll probably start working on the ivy hatch as well. But for this, we do need this stuff, which we get from the oil processing. So I might not be able to get it, but I might be able to get it while I'm setting all this up. So that's a possibility. But yeah, but before that, we actually need to get PTFE, polytetrafluoroethylene. Yeah, so, yeah, chemicals. And I'm going to probably store all of those chemicals and everything in these fluid drawers. They will act as a buffer to our system. I will use subnets probably for interacting with the distillation towers themselves, but for interacting with the what you may call it, the things we need, heavy fuel, light fuel, this stuff, they'll actually go in barrels, interact directly with our network through a P2P stuff. So naphtha, light fuel, 3 channels here, right? 1 channel, 2 channels there, 3 channels there, because I'm going to put interfaces with them through a storage bus. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I don't know, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, we're going to be under 32, so it's fine. Definitely going to be under 32. I think we can manage within like 16 channels-ish. So yeah, I mean, as long as we manage the distillations themselves with subnets, it should be all fine, and everything will go into this. Actually, I'm not sure anymore, because this stuff will be producing a lot of different gases. We might need way more fluid drawers than these. Yeah, I don't think these are enough, actually. That is so funny. That's actually so funny. I really want them to look good. I mean, we could have another 3 here and there, and we can wirelessly connect it to the storage. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Yeah, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Right. But that's all going to be there for next episode, because we need an insane amount of stainless steel for this project. And if we check here, we don't have that much stainless steel, but we should work towards getting more and more stainless steel. We're producing a lot of this. We also need a lot of nitrogen, so I'm producing nitrogen as well in the background. So that's something we have been working on. Ore processing has been added, but because I ran out of tantalite, I think the ore crushing itself has stopped. If you look, we are, but the thing is, we're not actually using up the crushed. Like, these centrifuges are so slow. They're still producing all the tungstate and scheelite and everything. So yeah, I'll eventually remove this. I think we want to remove what I think tantalite it is. I don't think we need that much tantalum anymore, actually. Scheelite, cobaltite. We do need a lot of cobaltite, right? Yeah. So we'll need to wait up on that stuff. Is there anything else that I need to process? I'm not sure. We are producing chromite and stuff. Yeah. Oh, cobaltite. I'm not pulling cobaltite. Interesting. Where is cobaltite? Because I do need some cobaltite for soon enough, because I need the actual cobalt. Before we were using it for arsenic, but we actually do need the cobalt now, which is interesting. Do I not have cobaltite? Interesting. Really? I should probably just I don't know what I'm trying to do. Oh my god, I can't spell. There you go. Yeah, that's the only thing we have. Interesting. So we'll have to think about that. Yeah. I'll do the maceration again, something at future. I'll think about it. But we do have manganese and chromium and other stuff. But yeah, this overall setup is nice. Our H3 setup is also pretty nice, and we are moving towards EV, which is also pretty nice. But yeah, that is where I'm going to end off today, guys. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and it's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. This can be it for today's episode, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye bye.